Control, this is SD682. Approach to space. Covert.
SD682, you are cleared to deliver Fleet Admiral Palm and Party to Communications Studio 01. Over.
Good afternoon, Starfleet. While we're waiting for the Fleet Admiral to show up, we'll go ahead and get started. Let me introduce everyone. So our guest today, of course, Admiral Jeffrey Higgin. He is the Chief of Communications, as you know, and he is always welcome. We have Vice Admiral Owen Swart. He's the CEO of the Dauntless, as well as the Region 8 RC. And under him, Commander Gerhard Pretorius. He's the CEO of, was it Charlton Space Station?
Charlton Station, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Charlton Station. That will be commissioning in a few months. And then last is Fleet Captain Cesar Sosa Ficachi. I tried. He is the XO of the Minerva and the RC of Region 18. So, gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. How's everybody doing?
Doing fine.
All good.
Getting cold down here in the southern hemisphere.
You know, I always forget that you're on the opposite, so like it's burning up here.
Well, we're starting to get warm up here, or quite warm would be the, and humid a little bit. So all the air is coming up from down there. So, oh well.
Yeah, we had our first snow of the season the last week.
Oh.
No, I'd like to have seen that.
I mean, not here where I am. I'm right here at sea level. It doesn't really snow here, but up in the mountains, not far from where I am.
And it doesn't snow where Cesar is.
Does it, Cesar?
Mm-hmm.
Either he's just having connection issues or that man can hold him immaculately still.
Right. Oh, wow. He's kind of frozen there in time. There we go.
Oh, he stopped up. Oh, well.
He'll come back.
He'll be back.
He attended our ship meeting the other day, and he was talking about the food there and stuff, and how if we came there, what he'd all show us. And I got so hungry, and it was like 8 o'clock at night, but he described it wonderfully.
Here comes Cesar again.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
There you are.
Hi. Sorry, I have a problem with my internet. I don't know why, but I have a problem. But I'm here.
It's okay. We all have stuff. Oh my goodness, Steve.
Now what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
While we're waiting, I can make a few announcements
Go
for
ahead.
those who didn't view last night's After Dark, which is, I hope, everybody. First of all, we lost Russ Camp a couple months ago, and we needed someone to replace him. I put out the feelers for to fill the position of Vice Chief of Communications in charge of the audio-video section. And I've selected a person who is well qualified. And if I can remember his name, I'll be on top of the world.
Ed Tunis.
Oh, yeah. General Ed Tunis has been selected as the new head of the AV department. And he's already started running. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we're going to have for you the first episode of Starfleet at Large. And
wow.
It'll be pre-taped, everything. Just get your information, your news and stuff over, and perhaps we'll be able to do a sit-down report on it the next time. Also, I wanted to clarify something with everybody, that when Russ died, command automatically fall to his deputy. His deputy at the time was Kim. So I'm making it official. She is Deputy Vice Chief of Communications for the AV department, as well as still the as the executive producer and senior director of this particular show, Ask Me Anything. So that will be hopefully reflected on the website soon enough. And also, we have many people been asking about this, or not, maybe not, the Wikipedia, which we've created. It is independent from anything that we've done before. It's brand new. It's on a different server entirely. And Mike Timko is in charge of that. Hopefully, we'll be able to well, we're hoping that the Starfleet historian will put his stuff on there, and other departments. Be aware that of SFDPP policy is
okay.
Is in effect for all this. Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear you.
Oh, excellent. But anyway, those are the things. I got a report from our friend Eric Johansson. The things are going smoothly in the media service sections of the communications department. And I also want you to keep in your good thoughts and prayers, if you will, our Vice Chief of Communications for Manuals and Publications, T.J. Feldman. She was in the hospital Thursday night. And although we didn't ask her what's wrong, anytime you go in the hospital, it must be serious. So I'm going to hand it back to Kim real quick here.
It's okay. We have our first question. How did the AB meeting go last night? Is there anything you all can share that's, not top secret?
Well, we got some work done. It was a fairly productive AB meeting. I'm not sure how much I can share in terms of details just yet. As is typically the case, any resolutions will be posted in the various relevant places. But it was Cesar's first AB meeting. What did you think, Cesar? How did you enjoy it?
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a lot of troubles with my internet. I need to switch to my radio studio, and this is why I have this microphone. Well, yesterday is a great experience with the whole admiralty board, and well, the meeting is in some parts hot. We finish at the 1:30 a.m. But it's a great team to work. There are a lot of problems. We cannot talk about that, but it's a great team, and it's a great experience for me for the first time to stay in as a RC in this group.
Okay.
Glad to have you.
You got initiated in depth. Okay.
Trial by fire. It was quite a spicy one today.
Eugene Sanford was supposed to be on today, and his job is fleet historian, but for some reason he didn't join. But he did post here. He has asked for people to send information on their ships. Send your history in. Just type up a little, like how your ship started, and maybe some major changes. Like ours, we started, then after a year, we changed our ship class and stuff, and then send that to him so he can enter it in the records.
Well, our history, the Black Hawk history, is online. All you need to do is go to blackhawk.org to get that. But
and there's
okay.
There's the email address he'd like you to send it to. If you're not a CO, but if you're a member of the chapter, help write your history, or participate, because especially if you're an older chapter, it's hard to remember everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Chapter to become a chapter.
Well, start writing your history now.
Yeah, record everything.
Ours is, I wrote like a 5-paragraph thing, and I got to send it to him after I add a couple more things. So, Eugene, do you want logos too, like a ship logo?
That probably would be nice. If you got any historic logos, say you changed your name or a class, and you have a logo that you changed, it might be good to have it for archival purposes to be posted on the hopefully the Wikipedia.
And like if you're an RC, if you're a regional logo, like Owen has that amazing logo for their region and the history behind that, that still impresses me. You've seen that, haven't you, Jeff?
I probably have.
The Region 8 logo, it's amazing.
I'll have to look at it again to remind me.
He put a lot of thought into it.
But has Admiralty Board meetings, Owen, changed very much since I left it? You were on the RC when I mean Admiralty Board when I was.
They're pretty much the same. I will say that I think we've gotten the hang of it now. I remember the voice call RC meetings years ago where they lasted for hours and hours and we didn't get a lot done. I feel like we're a lot more efficient these days, but other than that, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, we were forced into it because of this pandemic, which some of us are coming out of, others are still buried in it. So, I think maybe some parts of the United States, especially, shouldn't come out of it that quick. So, Illinois, they're taking it easy. They're one step from fully opening, but they're going to make sure everything is done right here in Illinois.
Good.
So, but
I went without a mask today.
Oh my! Well, we still have to have masks when going inside of shopping centers and the such.
I put it on once I got in the grocery store, but walking from my car to the door without it, I felt almost scandalous, like going topless or something, just.
Well, yeah.
I know it's a little vulgar, but I mean, it felt weird. I thought people are looking at me,
Oh, I usually put it on in the car, so even before I go in. But, yeah. I would, there are some people that refuse to take the vaccine, and those people here in Illinois must wear a mask. They haven't been excused.
I've got mine.
Yeah, I got both mine about a month or a month and a half ago. My son, well, where is he? He's over somewhere, but, he's disabled. And so I have to make sure that he gets all his shots, and I insisted he get the shot. My wife doesn't want to get it because of her allergies. So she has not gotten it, and neither does my daughter.
Is she afraid it'll mess up her allergies? Or
yeah, she's afraid there'll be a very bad reaction. And when I thought for a while there, I was having a reaction to it about 2 days after I took it. And then I remembered, hey, I had these symptoms before, a week before, which I've been having headaches. But these headaches are, I found out, a manifestation of sleep apnea. You can have headaches, you can have other things. So I'm going to be going in for testing a couple of weeks from now. So this will be like the third time I've gone through testing because sometimes the mask feels claustrophobic. Sometimes it's just that you can't get the mask. Replacements. They gave me a mask that you had to replace something, but the replacements really cost. So hopefully my insurance will cover them from now on.
I once saw a mask that looked like a face hugger from Alien that a guy had for his sleep apnea.
Oh my!
I don't think I could do that one.
No, me neither.
Let's see. What was it? I just saw that. Oh, Nick asked where I got this flag. It's from the Starfleet Quartermaster.
Yes.
It's a beautiful flag, the colors and everything. I just wished it wasn't so thin.
Yeah.
You can see through it. And like, I got this one. This is a just Starfleet Command, and it says UFP at the bottom. And you can't really see through it. And it was $15, and this was, I think, $35. So I hope if they get more made, they'll be a little thicker. But still, it's a nice flag, and it supports the organization. So
that's right. See if they
there. A new website again for the Quartermaster. Is the new website? It's not up yet, is it?
No, I'm on the old one right now.
You can write Linda Olson. She's the finance officer, and ask her about it. That's what I did, because the shipping wasn't adding up right. It was going to be like $35 shipping or something. I thought, that can't be right. So I wrote her, and she figured it out and said it. But it is very pretty. I mean, it moves. You can see all the colors. I know somebody has one this is all white on a blue background, and this looks so much more vibrant.
Yeah, I think the flag will cost $35, but I think I'm not on the right site, to tell you the truth. I'm looking it up. So as we speak.
Okay.
Okay.
A Starfleet spacesuit helmet to use at night. That's funny.
Nope, it's $35 for a flag. It's really a beautiful flag. I've got the old one without the International Star Trek Fan Association on the bottom. And it's not colored, it's silver. So
that's pretty, though. Silver.
It is pretty.
Yeah, that might be nice to have an IC if people brought their different flags through the years and have them on display.
Well, whenever I attended IC, we used my flag for the honor guard ceremony at the beginning and the end, and it would be out there all the time. I have a flagpole I obtained from a church here in Rockford. They were going to throw it away because the flag was all chewed up. It was an American flag, so I took it off and then down to the Boy Scouts, where they honorably retired it, as they call it. So, but
they burned it.
I think that's what. Yeah, they put it in a prepared fire in the middle of a park. Believe it or not, I do it every 4th of July or Memorial Day. I think they may have used to done it every patriotic holiday. Memorial Day, Independence Day, and then Veterans Day. So it's a good thing to do. You just don't throw it in the trash or try to burn it yourself. Someone seeing you burn it might think you're unpatriotic. Just give it to them and they'll do it. But check quartermaster.sfi.org, and it should give you things. I think they are trying to build a new site for the Quartermaster, but they've been doing it for quite a while. So just check there, and then check with Linda to tell you what the costs are. Also, you might be interested in something they got, and that's this thing right here. That's the new, what they call cling. It can go on the window on the back of your car or on the back of your laptop. Like and in the back of my chair has one, but they cost $5 each, and I think just check with Linda on the postage. If you buy 5, I've been told. I'm wondering if that is still around, Linda. If you're watching, I doubt it, or somebody who's in the know. If you buy 5, you get 1 free. That means you'll get 6 for the price of 5, which is what happened to me.
You can hand them up to your crew. Yeah.
And this is great. You can't. I need a few, so I'm going to probably give them to senior staff and stuff like that. What I got left, unless I buy a new laptop.
Jeff,
I doubt it.
Are those stickers or window decals? I mean, how do those work?
Well, when I put it on, it felt like a sticker, but they're window decals is what they are.
Okay.
They are. I'm thinking they are stickers, but no, they're quite a bit different. We've had window decals in the past. We used to have a Starfleet logo that I'd love to get a hold of another one, but it was more clearer on the edges. So and it wasn't as colorful as this one. So this one has the sfi.org underneath it, so you can send people to that place. So I would suggest you check with Linda if you want one of those, or even 6 of those for 5, and she'll tell you how much it will cost for postage to get it to you, and you can do it all through. If you've got a PayPal account, especially, is the best way to do it, because all you do is you tell PayPal to send this amount to this particular website, and email address, and within a week or 2, you will have your decals. They're pretty quick.
She is quick. Her turnaround is amazing. I hope that they get that website and get some more stock.
Well, I believe we're going to be getting something together with our membership, the membership director of the membership processing. That would be Bran Simpson, and he's going to do something that pretty amazing, I think.
Good.
All that. So, and let's see, what other goodies can I review? I don't have much in the way of goodies, other than to remind everybody out there that July 15th is the deadline for articles, editorial. If you got something to say it.
No, I don't know.
Pictures, graphics, cartoons. July 15th. Reports, especially from people on the EC, and you can send it to CQ. Was it CQ Star? No, Starfleet CQ at gmail.com.
Starfleet CQ at gmail.com.
Once I said CQ Starfleet, that wasn't the right one.
Okay, Starfleet CQ. Okay, here we go.
Live long and prosper, Eugene.
Yeah, it's important to get stuff to the CQ because it's a nice archival source.
Right.
What am I looking? Okay, we got some more questions. Let's see. I'd love to get my hands on colleges and schools from it.
So you mean just like the course guide?
Are you talking about the catalog, Tiffany? Yeah, I do have to agree with that just a little bit. The logos. Oh, you're talking about the logos. You can get those off of the website if you go to, I think, one of the there's a connection at the top called Old Starfleet website. You go down to Documents, Resources, and Downloads. You go there, it'll send you to a section which is still, should still be active. I'm going to check it right now as we're sitting here. And nothing's there. So I back off on that. So just check with our webmaster, see where that particular site is. We'll try to find out and get back to you on that. But the colleges, I think there's only one logo, and that's for the Starfleet Academy. If there are others, I don't know of them. So
it's hard telling what else out there. Well, let's see. You all be thinking of questions because this is your chance to talk to people from other parts of the world. So, Owen, what's new with Region 8? Anything you'd like to share with us, region-wise?
Region-wise, things are progressing much as they have this past age. We, of course, are looking forward to the commissioning of Charlton Station, which should be imminent in the next few weeks, hopefully, if we're lucky. Otherwise, later this year. In terms of just what's happening generally in the region, of course, I'm sure everybody's familiar with the situation in the Middle East, which has escalated again most recently. COVID, of course, continues to rampage through our continent. So we're looking at the onset of a third wave here in South Africa. Our vaccine rollout is slower than we would have hoped, but it is slowly catching up. I have not yet had the opportunity to be vaccinated. As of now, it's only for healthcare workers and for people over 60, which of course makes sense. They should be first in line.
And teachers.
And teachers. I hadn't heard that. That's interesting.
My wife
also makes sense. No.
And there's people here who won't even get it, and here you all need them. No.
Yeah. So the next group that it'll be opened up to are people with pre-existing medical conditions, and then everybody else after that, pretty much. So we're looking at a pretty lengthy rollout. It's going to be months to go still. The third wave will have come and gone by the time we get to see any significant numbers in that, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're currently at 1.1% of the population vaccinated.
Yeah.
It's scary stuff.
Well, we got a little handicapped at the beginning there because when we finally got our doses ordered and organized, we got our own custom strain of COVID, so they didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So back to the drawing board there.
Yeah, indeed.
So how is the station coming along?
Pretty good. We quickly managed to get our 10 SFI members. So now we're just sort of, I want to say sort of building our, I'm not sure what the word is, our CV basically for new recruits, where every month we're doing a charitable event of some kind. We stagger them in month to month. 1 month it's blood donations. Next month it is collection of donations for the Lighthouse Baby Shelter.
Oh.
So that's what we do. And then this past month we had in South Africa, what's traditional, a potjie, which is basically, it's a stew cooked in the great outdoors in a large rounded metal pot. So very traditional food here.
What's in it?
It's usually meat-based with lots of vegetables, very saucy.
Hey, welcome.
Or with
welcome, Chief.
Or rice.
Has it got vegetables in it too?
Oh yeah, lots of vegetables. But it's just a giant stew essentially that you cook outside.
Everything tastes better cooked outside, I think. When we go camping, it's all, when we go camping, it seems like all I do is cooking and eating. Welcome, Fleet Admiral.
Hello.
While you get settled, so how's Region 18 going?
About that, sorry?
Region 18, what's new? Anything you want to share with us about the region?
Okay, well,
Or your ship, too?
I have 1 month on the chair, and also I found nothing on the region, but right now we start to saving one shift to be in the dry dock because the Starfleet data course is not with the XOs and COs, but also we start to work into a new chapter in Brazil. This is good news. We are a region only with 2 chapters, but when in 1 week I started talking with some people, and maybe in a short time we have another chapter in Brazil, and also I started talking with some people in Chile, and also I maybe we start another chapter in Chile, and maybe in 2 months we grow it at the double here in the region 18. Also, we start to work with people in Brazil to start to translation from the English to Portuguese on the handbook manual and Starfleet data protection policy manual, and this is a good start because the region 80 is working translating the manuals to Spanish and to Portuguese. And this is a great opportunity to reach a lot of people in this large region, to Mexico, to Argentina, and this is a good start. I only have 1 month in the chair, and I think this is a good start from Region 18 with all the troubles with the COVID and etc. About the USS Minerva. In 3 weeks we start and again the meetings in person, and with the separation and with face masks, etc. But when we can start again our meetings as a chapter. This is good because we have more than a year that we don't see anything in person, only via Zoom. But this is good. We are planning to do in a park, in an open space, to stay safe. But this is a good starting for Region 18. I think the good things come ahead about the region. I have a question for our CEO. Hi.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Lead Admiral Steve Parmley. I have a question for you. As Commander of Starfleet, what are your expectations about the Hispanic and Portuguese people? Right now, we are reopening the Region 18. What is your expectation about us?
Well, my expectations are just like I have for all regions. I would like to see the regions grow, increase the numbers, increase the chapters, and have fun. You came in at a great time. Poor Owen up here. When I came in, he was acting RC for what was it, Owen, 8 years?
No.
14.
14 years. He was acting RC for 14 years. And he was never made official. And that was the first thing I took care of. So my expectations is I would like to see Region 18 grow. It's a huge area down there that we only have 2 chapters. I would love to see, before I leave office, I would love to at least see 4 chapters, if not more, down in South America and Central America. That's my expectations. Okay. But to have that, we have to have the right guy in the seat for the region, and I think we have the right guy in the seat. He is very active so far. But my expectations is, just grow your region, establish you a website, establish you a regional staff. The Region 18 has never been live, so everything's going to be new for the taking. A new awards program, new regional staff, all this stuff you guys will literally be building up from from the get-go because it's not been around. So you guys are going to be on the forefront of forming and establishing Region 18 for the years to come. That's my expectations.
Yeah, and this is my goal to make a good basement for the region and to grow up the region. That's my goal. At short time, not a long time. At short time, this is my goal to establish a good foundation. And also I have another comment about that. How do you think about the translated this is for Admiral Jeff to translate the website from this Starfleet International to Spanish and Portuguese?
The whole website?
Sounds good.
It sounds good on paper. It sounds good on paper, but in practicality, you got to remember we need the volunteers with the proper training to do it, and I don't think we have that. We have some for our communications, our CSRs, I think, through Jim Herring's office that will translate the communique and before it's published. And the CSR, which he's under, but as far as translating the entire the website.
Yeah, Cesar, are you talking about the entire SFI website? So you do realize that if you go to that website, there's an option in the Windows Explorer where you can actually translate that to the English, to the language you need.
Google Translate is not the best translator.
I'm almost positive.
I'm wondering if it's on the new.
I'm almost positive that you could translate everything on that website by what's your damn, I can't even think. I'm so tired.
Yeah, your browser, yeah.
Because I have a people. For example, my son has a degree on language in French and Spanish, and he also helped me to translate the handbook manual to Spanish, and I can do that. And I have people who work on websites, etc. Here in Mexico, here in Guadalajara. We can make a good team to aid to translate it. The whole Starfleet International to Spanish, and working with the Brazilian people working to translate it to Portuguese. And also this is lead me to the Starfleet Academy website too, because many people don't in this region, in the 18th region, do not take the course because the language barrier. And we have the manuals and the test and the website in Spanish and Portuguese. We can reach a lot of people here in this region. That's my proposal. I for you and I left the thing. You need to think about it. But we here in the region 18, we are happy to help Starfleet to made international club.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I think that's. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to think of the logistics it would take to translate an entire website. I don't know how we. How about this, Cesar? I will get back to you after I talk to Tony Knox.
Yeah, that would have been more of a comp ops, but
let me talk to Tony and see if it's feasible. I don't know, brother. I knew that at one time the old Windows XP, you can go into the old Internet Explorer and translate the website in a language you needed. Let me get back to you on that. Because I don't know. That could be a logistical nightmare. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think not. I think not, because I made some web page from my own, and I'm translated to English and to French and Spanish, and there's no problem with that. We can do the work for translation and the webmaster only up to the page. It's not a big problem, but well, if you need to ask, well,
yeah. Well, I'm not a website person.
No problem. Oh, here's Clever Olanda. He's Clever Olanda. He is new, our new CEO from USS Pathfinders. This is the new CEO.
Welcome.
Greetings, Clever Olanda. And this is from Region 18. And he is working with the Portuguese team to translate it. And
I will find out.
Well,
Jeff, I don't have anything I can write with because my pen actually stopped. Can you send me a message later or an email about that and remind me to get with Tony on that, please?
Yes, of course.
Cesar, quick question. I know Portuguese differs from region to region, so this would be a Brazilian Portuguese translation, not just a default Portuguese translation.
Okay, I don't understand your question. Please repeat.
Would it be like different dialects?
There tend to be in the Portuguese language. You've got original European Portuguese, then Brazilian Portuguese. There's even some African Portuguese. It does differ from region to region.
Maybe yes, but we can have the basic Portuguese on the translation. And well, if you hear the Portuguese in Brazil and hear the Portuguese in Portugal, there's a difference. Here in Mexico, for example, it's a difference in the country. And if you listen the Spanish in Mexico and Venezuela and Argentina, is a lot of difference. But we need to make the translations on the basic to all the people know the language and the difference. Well, everybody adapts to the difference, but we need to make the translations on the central for the central language from the central Spanish and from the central Portuguese.
Yeah, and then quick salute.
That's very exciting. That's very exciting. If I'm reading Gerhard between the lines, there are 6 countries in Region 8 that also speak Portuguese as an official language. So if we can get some of our materials available in Portuguese, that would be potentially opening up new avenues for Region 8 as well, and for Region 9, I'm sure.
Yes, because I would
have to be Star Trek fans in Portugal.
I'd really like to see Owen's poor region grow too. That poor man's been in RC for 14 years. Like, I'm surprised he even has hair.
The region that we have twice as many chapters now as when I started, so I'd like to think I had something to do with that. Specifically, 1 chapter.
Indeed. Good job. Thank you.
I think this is a great breakthrough into the Starfleet, because they open a lot of options from people who have a language barrier.
Cesar, look at the comment. It says at the top of the Quartermaster page, you can change language, and there is a mini picture of different countries. I think that's what I was talking about. Do we not have that for the SFI main site too?
No.
Oh, well, I will get that fixed. That's for damn sure.
I'm double checking right now.
I'm working in a spare cruiser today, so I don't have my computer with me, which is good because I've got a few more chapters I'm getting ready to start dry docking. So they're lucky. They're lucky I can't do this shit from my phone. Oh, they'd be getting it now.
I did my SFPP when it was still called GDPR.
Right.
Us too. We did it like that first week because I didn't think it was a big deal.
Now there will be a question out there concerning the SFDPP about the retesting, which we have to do every year, and yeah. No. We're not going to do it?
No, it's going to be a surprise. You'll find you get my phone call. Hello, guess what? So the PPP will have to be recertified every calendar year. So if you take it in June, say you retake the certification in June of 2021, okay, this year, you're good until June of 2022. So it will be the calendar year. The new test, the recertification will be 103. It'll be a little bit longer, and it will be worth 40 points, is my understanding. Don't know much about it yet because I haven't seen it to look at it for myself first, but it will be every calendar year. So if you do it in January of this year, you'll be good till January of next year. If you do it December of this year, you're good until December of next year. So as long as it's done within the calendar year, you're fine.
Okay, I have a question about this manual and the test. The Spanish team already work in the translation of this manual, the Starfleet International Data Collection Policy, and I don't see it published on the Starfleet Academy in Spanish. And why is the reason we don't have the Spanish version on the Starfleet Academy page?
Have you guys completed the translations?
Yeah, Antonio De Angelis have the manual already translated to the last update, and I want to work also in the test because we have the manual in Spanish, but we don't have the test in Spanish.
Well,
only in English.
I will make them happen. I will. Good thing is Antonio De Angelis is in my backyard in his camper right now. He came down for a couple of weeks, so I'll just walk 5 feet from my back door and knock on his camper. But I will make sure that the Academy folks work with you guys because you guys are going to have to translate 103 too, and the test need to be translated too. I'll get with TJ. Can you send me another reminder on that, Cesar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, send me an email to my personal account, and then I will call, and I'll get with TJ Allen and Jill Rayburn, the superintendent at SFA, and I will make that happen.
Okay, right, sir.
Captain Fitzek, your question. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Steve, but my understanding is that the renewal exam could potentially change year on year, depending on the data privacy law nationally being updated. If nothing changes globally, it'll stay the same, but it could be updated.
Yeah, there will be some new questions or anything that's changed from the GDPR, so that will be included in the new test. If there's new updates, it'll be included in there. So yeah, there will be a research. Some of the questions will be the same, some will not be. And hopefully I don't have to do this shit next year and start sending out reminders and dry docking because people don't want to be adults about it.
I'll have to automate that process.
I said that out loud. Darn, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I almost forgot. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yes.
Appreciate it. It was definitely an interesting day, but I'm glad it's over.
Did you get any good presents?
I stopped getting presents at 16 years old.
Oh.
I got dinner and cupcakes. That was just good.
Okay, I want to send you a bottle of tequila from Guadalajara.
You send me a bottle of tequila, and you'll be my new favorite RC. You send me a bottle of tequila.
I believe Region 18 is pulled ahead. I think we need to send him some Vitblitz, Owen.
But it better be real.
Mampur.
Yeah.
Okay, boss. If I send you 2 bottles, we can access to Admiralty.
Okay, so it says, Steve, is the location of the barbecue near Fort Campbell? Nick Kircher, I'm exactly 1 hour, 26 minutes from Fort Campbell, north of Fort Campbell on I-24. Cannot miss me. You put in Paducah, Kentucky. If you're down in Tennessee, you hit I-24 there at Fort Campbell or Nashville, and you shoot all the way straight up, get off on exit 4 in Paducah, turn right, and straight into town. Cannot miss me. If Kimberly can find me and come, and she better bring her ass up here. I'm just saying. If she
and the rest of me.
If she doesn't, I'll send Tennessee State Troopers after her for an active warrant.
I want to come. I do. But it'll probably be just for Saturday. We'll come Friday night, but it depends on something with my parents. It's the only thing that keep me from it.
You can bring your parents too. I like old people. I love old people. See, I'm friends with Jeff. I mean, he's old.
No, I do, but they can't travel, and it's just their health.
Well,
I spend nearly every day with them. So
when I lived up north, Jeff wanted to go to was it 16 in Louisville, Jeff?
Yeah, we went to 16 together.
So Jeff drove down to Champaign, Illinois, where I live, and I believe we had his daughter's car.
Yes.
And, I drove from there to Louisville because Jeff is.
I was starting to have really bad problems with my feet.
Yeah,
They've since
neuropathy,
they haven't
right?
subsided, but I've gotten used to it now,
Yeah.
so I can drive.
So I'm used to old people. I mean, I have Jeff as a friend. We travel together. I even had Mike McGowan. If you don't know who Mike McGowan is, you should look up Papa Bear.
Yeah.
He's a sassy old man, but I love him to death. So yeah, old people, y'all welcome. Especially Kim. I mean, Kim, you're as old as everybody in the fleet. You're okay. You're welcome too.
Yep.
This is great. Next audio version of this visual impairment to the video of sign language. Yeah, okay. Well, if we have somebody that knows this stuff in sign language, I'm fine with that too. I have no problem. I have no problem bringing SFI ADA compliant. If you don't know what ADA compliant is, it's American Disabilities Act. So I have no problem with getting someone that knows how to do sign language and doing this on a video. I have no problem with that. If you have it, if you're out there and you know how to do sign language, reach out to Antonio DeAngelis.
Would that fall under Admiral Jason Schreck?
What now?
All access, Admiral Jason Schreck. That's for the.
Yes, that's American Disabilities Act.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting to do the courses and sign the courses, you need to reach out to Antonio. What are you drinking, Cam? It's too early in the day for alcohol.
This is my Borg sippy cup, and it had Coca-Cola. That's it.
Water.
Because I have to cook afterwards.
But it's 10 p.m. here, so we're fine.
What are you cooking, Cam?
Pork tenderloin with roasted vegetables.
I'll be right over.
So, Nick Kircher, who is going to be the medic on site at the barbecue? I am an EMT in Kentucky. I have two friends that are paramedics that will be there. I'm also working on trying to get one of our fire rigs there for the kids because it's probably going to be a hot day. I'm working on a few different things. If you are a medic and you have identification and you can show you a proof as medic and you want to volunteer as a medic there, for me, I'm more than happy to have you volunteer as a medic. It's been a busy day, sorry.
I thought they were going to let you be off today.
No, I'm never off. Are you kidding me? If I'm not working, I'm doing SFI crap. I'm never off. I never have a downtime. So all of you people thinking about running for Commander of Starfleet, come talk to me, and I'll tell you. Where is your shield? I don't have. So my shield, I'm actually in an alternative uniform, but my shield is right here. I'm in my what we call our filled khaki bottoms and our black top. So here, I'll show you. So I've got my duty gear on, khaki pants, and black polo. I don't actually have to have my shield on my uniform. I have a vest in the trunk that says deputy on it if I have to put it on. Damn horseflies.
James, you're welcome to come over.
Who said that?
James wants to come to dinner.
James who?
Cecil.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's close to you.
Not really. He's in Kentucky. Up in, how far is Louisville? You're near Louisville, aren't you, James? Let's see. I'm going to Kingsport to Paducah.
I'm 2 hours away from the R1 RC, and he doesn't even come down and see me.
You were 6 hours from me, Steve.
Oh, just 6 hours? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it sucks.
410 miles. Yeah, I have to go to Nashville, then up through Clarksville, and that would be the quickest.
Well, you know, I'm going to be spending some time down in Tennessee probably the next couple months.
Really?
I joined the Tennessee State Guard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be?
I'll be stationed out of Paris, Tennessee. But I'll have yearly trainings in Nashville.
I like Nashville.
I do too. I don't like the traffic.
No.
We went down there. The wife wanted to do a getaway for a couple of days to get out of Paducah, and we took the kids down to Nashville and stuff, and went to the zoo and Opry Mills Mall. And so, like with me being a deputy, I can carry my weapon and badge with me anywhere in the continental United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. It's called the LEOSA Act, and the LEOSA Act is the Law Enforcement Officers Safety Act, which was enacted by Congress a few years ago. So I went down there, and I had a guy at the gas station was bitching. He could see my firearm under my shirt. I didn't expose it, but you could see it. He called the Tennessee State Troopers, and they sent a trooper over. And I had to identify myself, show him that, and then he told the guy that he needs to get back in his car, that I was law enforcement and I don't have to put my weapon up. So that was the only issue I've ever had in Nashville, was that. Other than that, it's really a beautiful city.
Paris, Tennessee is exactly the same distance as it is to Paducah, 5 hours and 58 minutes.
Well, for some pork tenderloin, I'll drive that damn far.
It's good. I'm going to bake it in the oven and have roasted vegetables, red and yellow peppers.
Justin, you can never have enough uniforms, buddy. As long as I don't make a mistake and put my Starfleet uniform on as Fleet Admiral and go to the sheriff's office with my gun belt, I'll be all right.
I'm 6 hours away from you.
From me?
From you, Steve.
Yep, that's not bad. I did find out somebody sent Amber a message. So there's a member in Canada that's planning on coming to the barbecue.
They just gotta make it past.
I don't know. She told me about it. I have to look it up. I can't believe they're going to drive down from come down from Canada, but
I'm 6 hours away from you.
She told me about it. I have to look it up. I can't believe they're going to drive down from come down from Canada, but
I hear an echo.
That's what I was just thinking.
Because I heard Steve and his lips weren't moving.
I can't believe they're going to drive down from Canada.
Is that a catalog?
I hear an echo. That's what I was just thinking.
On the back.
Oh. Nick, the audit is already started. Also, if you are SFMC, SFSO, medical, and if you guys are traveling, this will event. If you're traveling and you're a Marine, you can get your ribbon. We will also, you can get your ribbons for traveling and other stuff. So if you volunteer as security there, or if you volunteer as medical there, you can still get your ribbons for that too. Because it will be an official event. I've already talked to Denise and medical, and I've talked to Ray Cordero. So it will be classified as an official event. So you'll be able to get your ribbons and stuff like that for coming up. And if you're coming up and you have crew members that you want to get promoted and you want me to do it, I've already got 2 people that want me to promote their members that's coming with them. We can do it on the soundstage overlooking the Ohio River at the historic downtown Paducah, so we can do it there too. And if you have not heard, our esteemed Vice Commander of Starfleet, James Herring, has got married over the last couple of days.
Really?
And he also wants me to officiate a Starfleet wedding that weekend too.
Wow.
You and Amber ought to do a Starfleet wedding too, since we didn't get to see your wedding, and you could have a double wedding.
Wow.
She's not that big fan of Star Trek, okay? You're lucky I got her to do stuff with me in the organization.
I thought that would have been just a requirement before you got married. You'd ask her.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I should have put that on the dating application. You like science fiction? Star Trek is a must. If not, drop dead. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Deal breaker.
can't read these. I have prior service. Have been with SFI since 2003. I never get anything wrong.
Nick, you need to send to the Forcecom information, including a copy of your DD 214, and he will he just look up what other things are needed on the to get that on the Starfleet Marine Corps website.
No, Sean, and I expect you to be quiet, not say nothing. But yes, if you've been prior military, active duty reserve, or National Guard, your DD 214 for the active and reserve. If you're National Guard, you need your NGB 22 form that shows you are honorably discharged, and you can get just send that in. You get your Legion of Honor. I've got mine, so it's not that hard.
Is that for fleet, or is it just a Marine thing, or what?
Marine.
That's
Marine.
If you're prior military, and in any branch, really, I don't know. We'd have to find out how their discharge paperwork from other countries, but they can get that too.
Yeah. Have you served in any branch of service overseas?
And before I get some strange email, because I know it could happen in this organization, the Salvation Army does not count, people.
Nope.
Because believe me, I'll have that email, I'm sure. Like somebody put in an awards thing for the EC to promote to commander. I had to reply back that they need to study the manual for the fleet, probably take OTS again, that you promote up to commander, RC promotes up to captain, and EC promotes from fleet captain and above.
Yeah, tomorrow's the deadline for a promotion. I submitted.
What's wrong with that for?
It's for one of my crew, Robert Chafin.
I think we all said no on that one.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I gotta make up a ship award for him. He did CPR on a baby wild turkey.
But I don't count because that's food. If it died, you can cook it.
No, it was too little. He saved it from the road. They were driving. It was out on the road, and he has a friend that raises turkeys.
Kim, listen.
What?
If you've ever been in the military, there's no such thing as too small of food to eat.
I know. Remember, I was the Army child.
They teach you to eat beetles and stuff.
I know.
And snails. I mean, it's high protein. So believe me, there's nothing too small to eat.
Well, he saved it, and then he put it in a cave so he could get it to his friends, and the thing drowned itself in the water dish, which had a very small amount of water, but you know how dumb turkeys are. So he got it out. He was rubbing it with a towel, and he blew in its little beak. Or unless it's a zombie turkey.
A zombie.
Zombie turkey about the size of a baseball. Merchant Marine does Coast Guard count?
I would think so.
Yes.
Merchant Marines?
Well,
Merchant Marines are listed differently. Only in wartime.
Yes, only in wartime do they count, though. And yes, U.S. Coast Guard counts.
Even though they're under a different department, Homeland Security.
Well, hasn't the U.S. been at war for about 20 years?
Classified.
Yeah.
They're a combat
Aren't we at war right now?
military.
Yeah, it would have to be a ship that is in the combat zone, though. You served on a ship like that. That would qualify. I figure qualify you, but I don't know what the Marine Corps would say about that.
Fair enough.
Well, are there any more questions out there on our list here?
No, really, I don't.
There is a separate one, by the way, a Legion Award for ROTC cadets, but you have to have a certain grade point average and number of years you had to be in ROTC. And I also believe that that's also junior and senior. So I could be mistaken on that, but you have to have an overall grade point average like 3.5 or so. I don't recall.
Nick Kircher, that's watching, the prior serviceman.
Mhm.
Where are you from? Does public service and government count if any of our members serve in office at any time? I do not believe so, no. That's classified as civilian service.
I believe so, Sean.
And commercial pilots?
Well, just you have to be in junior. You have to be on ROTC.
Yeah.
In other words, it's called senior ROTC in college.
Yeah, so commercial pilots or anything like that, that's not classified during wartime because, granted, you might be taking a bunch of hostile people across the continental United States or across the ocean, unless it's in a combat zone and you're flying a M16, not an M16, goddamn it, F-18 or a Hornet or whatever, that doesn't count either.
I'm not too sure.
You get an award.
I'm not too sure about Justin. I'm not too sure about the GPA because I know it's in the 3s.
GPA is 3.0 because Natalie got it.
Okay, then I mean, yeah. I mean, I was in JROTC. I graduated as a cadet major also, but 1977 actually. But I had a lower GPA. Loved ROTC, but hated homework.
Yes.
Had to overcome that in college, though. Go look at the Starfleet Marine Corps manual. It'll have everything in there. If you're in the Marine Corps, first of all, you have to be a Marine. So
active or reserve.
Right. Yeah, that Alex is right. For the merchant marines, you have to be in a declared war. None of the police actions and wars that have happened were declared by Congress since World War II. So if it's not declared, you don't get it. That's the Legion of Honor if you're a merchant marine.
I declared war in his house last week. Does that count?
No, Congress has to declare war.
Poor Tom.
Talk to your congressman.
Yep. RTFMI, whatever.
Oh, there we go. JROTC must have maintained a grade point average of 3.0 or higher.
Okay. Hey, Justin, you qualify.
Woohoo! Finally, Justin qualifies for finally one award. Woo!
Yeah!
Yay! I'm so happy for my little buddy.
Hey, Marines have a lot of awards. They got the sneezing award, and
You're just jealous.
look, I had a full rack of awards. Yeah, I had a big one. I had like 20 awards, maybe, but I gave them all away.
Hang on.
There's still a Brooks ribbon.
Talking about ribbons, you gave all your ribbons away?
Mm-hmm. But
I would never give those
They
away.
were the old style. This was back before they had to be changed. They were the illegal ones.
Oh.
I've still got the illegal little rank pins. Not the rank pins, but the SFMC, the anchors, the ones that are legal.
No, well, you can still wear them if that's all you got.
That's okay.
Cam, check your text message.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. How old are you? 37 or 12?
Well, you know what? You should be careful what you say then, huh?
I should be able to say that. Okay, I had one of those fruit salad things. What do they call it?
A fruit salad?
Well,
ribbon
it's
rack.
a ribbon rack. I had a very
Yeah.
full ribbon rack.
So do I right now.
But it's gone. I just when I quit the Marines, I just quit it all. I gave my coin to John Hardy. Where is John Hardy? He's usually lurking around.
Well, he's a vampire. He never sleeps. Like he is up all hours of the day and night on streams, on Facebook. I don't understand how this man functions.
I don't either.
Like he's never missed one of my streams at all. None of them. None of my late night ones. Nothing. He's up there bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm like, how are you even functioning? Because I said, I function on about 8 Red Bulls and full throttles. I don't function well without those.
I've got him. He fell asleep one time talking to Russell and me, and it was about 2 a.m. for me. So his son was coming up over there, and we were talking, and he was just, he finally did like this, and we didn't say anything.
Do you remember that one stream we had with my XO and the Constellation literally fell asleep on live stream? Started snoring on live stream that we had to take him off.
Yep.
Oh my God! I called him the next day. I said, "Sorry, was the show that boring?" Well, what do you mean, Skipper? Dude, you fell asleep and your head hit the keyboard. How were you not awake?
I did that on a computer game one night. I fell asleep.
Oh.
And they had to call me.
Really? Just
yeah. Greg.
Well, if we don't have any other questions, I believe we can call it at an hour and 12. So I would like to thank everybody. Sorry it took me so long to get on here. To our guest, thank you, Fleet Captain. I'm not even going to pronounce it last name. Cesar, Jefferson, Commander Pretorius, and of course Vice Admiral Stuart or Swart. God dang it! I'm done. You don't have I was up really late for this AB meeting that I was hoping it was only going to be an hour, and it got to the 3-hour mark. And then I had to come. I had to literally be at work at 5:30 this morning because I got a call like right after I got off the AB meeting. Boom! I got that phone call. So like I went to bed on 2 hours and 56 minutes of sleep. I'm tired. Have a blessed day, Starfleet. Thank you all for coming on. I'm gone because obviously I'm an idiot and can't announce anybody's name correctly.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good. Bye.